Nice to see you again.
I know, I haven't seen you since you hosted the show last year.
That's right, yeah.
That was fun.
We had a good time that week.
We had a very good time that week.
It was. I didn't realize it would. I wrote there a long time ago, but I didn't realize that hosting it would be that much fun. It's like an amusement park.
Yeah, I have a very lovely memory of you. The last time I saw you in a sketch on the show, you were wearing a dance belt.
That's right. There was a dance belt and nothing else.
Yeah.
It was something that Will Ferrell and I had to do.
Yeah. I caught a load of your splendor in the grass there. I mean, how many ladies can say they've seen your splendor in the grass? Let me tell you,
Three.
That's
That was in college, yeah. No, I do fine with the ladies. No, and I remember kind of being relieved that that sketch was cut, because there aren't a lot of guys that want to be on national TV just wearing a dance belt.
Yeah, you and Will were in dance belts, and Will is horrible because he was trying to make me laugh. I'm really glad it was cut. He was sort of sitting there with his legs spread open and looking at me like this, and I looked down and I could see one of his brains.
Oh, that. I love that terminology. What a wonderful story.
I like to bring class to the show, Conan.
It's hard to bring this show down, baby. Now, I didn't know this. You grew up in Los Angeles.
Yes, I did.
And you I went to a school with other actors, and I'm wondering, sometimes I talk to people from LA, and they say, oh, yeah, I went to school with, Sean Penn. He was in, like, my 9th grade class or something.
Yeah.
Did you have, like, any cool celebrities that went to your school?
Actually, when I was in the 7th grade, Gary Coleman was a senior.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and he...
Different Strokes Gary Coleman,
Gary Coleman
was a senior at your high school.
Yeah, I used to see him a lot because he'd hang out around, like when the girls and I were playing volleyball, like PE.
Right.
He'd hang out a lot, and he hit on a lot of the girls in my 7th grade class.
Was he successful with the ladies at the time?
He was not successful. I remember he invited my friend Nadia back to his house. He was like, I got video games, and so I remember.
I'm just picturing him, in a Camaro driving.
I got video games. That's classy.
Right.
I remember she said she went to his house and there were a lot of toys.
Right.
And he was chasing her around this table all night. It was really strange.
Right.
And then there was this sort of weird rumor they had a foot fetish. And I remember we'd all sort of heard it, and we heard that it was true, but no one really seen anything. And then one day my girlfriend was at the lunch truck. We had one of those, people drive up and, you order like a burrito or something. And the girl was standing there, and she had on these those plastic jelly flats,
Right,
like
right. Those little sandals kind of things.
And he just swiped one of her shoes and ran off.
Gary Coleman making his getaway. Then the police come. You're under arrest. What'd you talk about, Willis? That is so strange.
It was really strange.
Do you have other? I'm on television and I'm always interviewing celebrities, and yet I'm still, when I go to LA and I get my rental car at the airport and I drive around, I'm always looking to see who can I see. You know what I mean? Oh, it's Carol Channing. Whatever I can. Do you have funny celebrity sightings?
I think I'm trying to think of the last. Actually, the most memorable recent celebrity sighting. I was at Tower Records on Sunset there, and I heard this voice all of a sudden, like, "Excuse me, but do you have any cassette tapes?" And I was like, "What? Like, who needs cassette tapes?"
Right.
And I looked, and it was Rick James.
He's still got a cassette tape player.
I think
he's got an 8-track, and he's like, "Why doesn't anyone have these anymore?"
he's the only one that really needed a cassette tape.
Yeah. And just then Gary Coleman ran by and stole his shoe. Took off.
Gary Coleman would have liked Halle Berry on the show last night.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll get him a tape.
Foot fetish.
I wish that would catch on, all the ladies coming on barefoot. That would be the thing that my show would be cool. This weekend, Josh Hartnett is hosting Saturday Night Live.
Yes, he is.
And,
yeah.
he's dreamy. And,
he's all right.
I don't know. And Musical guest Pink.
Yeah.
That'll be a good show.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Hey, thanks for coming by.
Conan, I'm so happy.
And congrats on everything.
Thank you.
Maya Rudolph, everybody. We'll be right back with The Calling.